Today I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite ways to do a whole chicken on a pellet grill. It's going to be smoky, it's going to be juicy, and most of all, it's going to be delicious. Let's jump in and get this whole chicken prepped up right now. All right, so I have a whole chicken right here. It's about 4.5, 5 pounds or so. And I'm gonna be showing you my favorite way to do a whole chicken on the pellet grill. It's gonna end up in a little bit more smoky flavor than typical videos I've done in the past, which I really enjoy. And it just ends up in a super juicy bird. So the first thing I wanna do is spatchcock this. You can cook it whole if you want. I just like the even cooking and the fact that it cooks a little bit quicker. All we're gonna do is find the spine, get yourself a good set of kitchen shears. These are KitchenAid ones, and I'm just gonna mow through this spine right here. Each side of the spine, you can kind of see where it is. Just snap right through. You can see that right there. Now we have this side right here to deal with. Just come down and cut this spine out. You can save this spine for making stock if you want. I have enough leftovers of various parts of chicken in my freezer, so I'm gonna toss this today. But that is what we're looking for right there, just to get that spine out. Now after we have the spine out, I'm just coming in here and I'm just gonna snip off anything that is kind of hanging that doesn't look good. It's up to you how far you want to take this, but like this fatty part of the tail right here, that can come right off. Next, I'm just gonna take some paper towels and dry off the inside of this cavity here as best I can. That's looking good. And I'm just gonna find this bone right here with my knife, and I'm just gonna make a nice little slit right there. That's gonna allow the bird to lay flat. Of course, you can push down hard on it and give it CPR, but cutting that bone is super easy. Just gonna dry it off again here. Then I also see these little pieces of hard fat right here on the top of the breasts. I'm just gonna take those off as well. All right, next, we are gonna get the bottom of this bird seasoned up. And I wanna get this all kind of spread out so I don't have to work too hard to season it. The rub I'm gonna be using today is Sucklebuster's Clucker Dust, one of their best selling rubs, and there's a dang good reason for it. This stuff is fantastic, especially on chicken, but don't just limit it to chicken, it's also really great on pork. So I'm gonna season up fairly high just to get a nice even coverage, and you can see as soon as it hits this bird, just killer color. The smell on this rub is fantastic. That is looking really, really good. At this point, I'm just gonna allow this rub to sweat into the bird for about 5 minutes. All right, so now that we've let the rub sweat into the bottom side of this chicken for about 5 minutes, I transferred the chicken to a baking sheet lined with foil and then have a cooking rack on top that I sprayed down with some Pam. This is strictly just to help keep my cooker clean. I just cleaned it. I don't wanna deal with the mess. Plus, when we go to sauce this chicken, it's gonna help prevent sauce from getting all over my cooker as well. So this chicken has been transferred. I patted the skin dry again, just trying to keep everything nice and dry. Now, this part's gonna seem a little odd, but I do it with my turkeys, so I'm gonna do it with my chicken. I have a little bit of mayo right here. I am just gonna brush the chicken all over. You can use any type of fat you want. You can use an oil, you can use a butter, whatever you want to use. I just like mayo. It's gonna help get that skin nice and browned up, maybe even add a little bit of extra crispness to it. So I'm just gonna brush all over this chicken, and you can see I'm not caking it on there, just a nice even coat all around the bird. Also, this is gonna make sure our rub sticks really, really nicely. Like I said, you're not dousing it, you are just doing a nice light coating. And this is not going to taste like mayo, I promise that. If you've seen my turkey videos, which hopefully you have because they come out awesome every year, you know that I'm a big fan of using mayo on my turkeys. All right, so now that we have mayo on the chicken, we're coming back in with the Clucker Dust right here, seasoning up high for a nice, even coating, just like so. It's almost like a typewriter, just typing seasoning all over this bird. And I don't want to go too heavy with this rub because I don't like when the rub is too heavy on the chicken. It doesn't seem to want to set up very well. It gets kind of cakey. And one thing I want to do is make sure I get in between the legs right there. And the reason that I did the bottom side first and then transferred it is because I don't want to have to handle this thing a whole bunch. Once we get this top side seasoned up and looking the way we want, we can just take this whole rack and put it on the cooker, and it's not gonna mess up our presentation at all. All right, so I'd say this chicken is looking good, nice and seasoned. Again, I'm gonna let this rub sweat onto the chicken for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna get it out onto the cooker. So we'll see you in about 5 minutes. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes that this rub has been sweating into this chicken. We're out here at the Z-Grill 700 D3. I have it on smoke mode, which is 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know what you're saying, this chicken's gonna take forever at 160 degrees. It's not cooking the entire time at 160 degrees. We're gonna put it on smoke setting for 1 hour at 160 degrees. It's gonna allow this chicken to pick up a lot of nice smoky flavor, but it's not gonna be over smoked. Poultry is a sponge, so it doesn't take a lot of smoke to impart that delicious smoky flavor on here. So this is gonna end up perfect. It's gonna slowly take the chill off of this bird from being in the refrigerator, and then after an hour, we're gonna crank it up high heat and finish it off. I'm telling you, it's gonna be juicy, it's gonna be smoky, and it's gonna be absolutely delicious. While we're here, I wanna take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Z-Grills. Like I said, this thing can do it all. We're going low and slow, then we're gonna kick it up a little hotter and faster. If you're interested in checking out Z-Grills, I'll have a link down below. Feel free to check them out. They got some new models coming out, so the rumor is, towards the end of the year, so keep your eye on that. Otherwise, this is the 700 D3 if you wanna read up on it more. Let's get this chicken on the smoker. All right, Z-Grill 700 D3 rocking at 160 degrees, AKA the smoke setting. Let's get this chicken on. I'm just gonna go dead center right there like so. You can see that bird is looking delicious. The rub has started to sweat in. This is gonna be a fantastic chicken. We will see you in an hour. All right, so it has been 1 hour, and you can see the chicken is looking really good and still pretty raw. In fact, we are sitting at 69.2 degrees. I just put this thermometer in because at this point, we're gonna bump up the temperature, and all we have to do is monitor the internal temperature on this chicken. But you can see that rub has started really melting in there, starting to form on the outside here. Everything is looking really good. At this point, I'm gonna bump up the smoker to 300 degrees and kind of let it do its thing until we hit about 150 degrees. Then I'll bump it up to about 325 after we glaze this beautiful bird. So I'm gonna bump it up to 300. Once it hits 150, I'll let you know how long that takes, and I'll show you how we're gonna finish off this beautiful smoked chicken. See you in a bit. All right, so it has been about 2 more hours, and I will say that when you're using one of these cookie sheets here, your cook will go a little bit slower. At least it's my belief, because you have a little bit of a barrier from the chicken. But as you can see, that chicken is looking absolutely beautiful. So at this point, we're gonna get some sauce on it. Now I've had this sauce warming in here for about an hour. This is Puck's Barbecue Bar Down Bourbon and Berries. It hasn't been released yet. I'm trying it out. It should be out soon. I'll put a link down below if you wanna go and check out their website. But all I'm gonna do to sauce this is just pour this over and just kind of let it run off here. That way we won't have any brush marks or anything like that. And it's gonna look absolutely beautiful once that glaze sets up. All right, and so just like that, you can see we have a beautiful looking glaze on there. That bird is looking fantastic. We're sitting at about 160 degrees. So we got about 5 degrees to go in the thickest part of the breast before I'm gonna pull this off. So I'm just gonna throw this in there and let it glaze up. And the next time you see this, we'll be pulling it off the smoker. All right, so it has been just a few minutes, and we've let this glaze set, and you can see that that bird is looking absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna get this off, get it in the house, let it rest about 10-15 minutes, and then we're gonna try it. So we'll see you then. All right, so we've let this chicken rest for about 10 minutes. You can see that Puck's Bar Down Bourbon and Berry sauce gave it an absolutely beautiful color. Kind of looks like candy apple red right there. It's looking really good. I'm not gonna massacre this bird because I'm gonna end up pulling it and use it for some other meals this week, but I am going to take off this drumstick right here so we can give this a try. So I'm just gonna come in and take it off and check that out. Tons of juice in there just running down, tons of moisture, smells really, really smoky from that first hour of low and slow. So let's jump out and give this beautiful leg a taste test. All right, this chicken leg is looking really good. Z-Grills with the cherry pellets, Clucker Dust from Suckle Busters, and the Puck's Bar Down Bourbon and Berries sauce. Let's give it a try. It has great smoky flavor from the cherry wood pellets. Of course, the Clucker Dust is always top notch. This bourbon and berries barbecue sauce kind of has that old school flavor to it. It is absolutely fantastic. Faint hint of the bourbon, but the berries and the sweetness really come through. Goes really well with smoked chicken. I think it would also go really well with grilled chickens, kind of sear and caramelize the sauce over some open flames. It would be really, really good. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, stay safe, and we will see you next time.